Greetings. Hello to everyone, and welcome to this week's Starting Over session with Coach Roz. And of course, if you didn't know, I am Allison Rozelle, also known as Coach Roz. And I am here this week to give you a very important message, as I try to do every single week. So, we are still basking in the glorious energy of the full moon that took place for us on this side of the world on Friday. And I was so disappointed because I really, really wanted to see the moon, but it was so cloudy. Hello, Tabitha, how are you? It was so cloudy and it was lightning outside. So I was like, well, let me just, be out here and just throw my arms open and go ahead and say what I release. Because even though I couldn't see her, I could feel her. So it was pretty neat that way. But I so wanted to see the moon. So that was that. But we still have the beautiful energy around. So we just bring it in and take it in. And it is just absolutely glorious. So tonight we are going to be talking about showing up. And I'm going to tell you why this was a divine download that came to me this morning. But before we get started, I want to go ahead and I'm going to pull a card. We're going to be manifesting today with the beautiful fertility goddesses. So let's just everybody get your heart and your mind. And we will get it started. And no, I didn't count this time. Because sometimes when you start doing cards, when you start, excuse me, y'all, whether it's oracle cards, tarot cards, or whatever, sometimes shuffle until you get like a tap on the shoulder that says stop, basically. But this is a beautiful one. I am not going to try to say this goddess's name. I'm going to learn these names though. I keep saying that. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. My body, mind, and spirit were designed to feed my dreams. Oh. My body, mind, and spirit were designed to feed my dreams. This is so divine and so in line with what I'm going to talk about. So thank you, God. Thank you, Creator. Thank you for that beautiful confirmation. So, just show up. All right. So, I'm going to give you a little backstory here. So, I would say around the beginning of August, I ordered a massage table, but to use this table, not to give massages because I'm not a massage therapist, but to use it for my Reiki sessions. So I ordered it. I was so excited. I found it on Amazon and it was really, it got great reviews, really not expensive. And so I was like, okay, yeah, I like this. I like the way it looks. I like the way, the reviews have gone and people seem to like it very much. You have a few people that don't like it or found something wrong with it. But my thing is, You can't please everybody. Um, but overall, the ratings were good and everything else. Cool. Finally got it. And I finally got it. And what had happened was, what had happened was, I let that box with the table sit in the corner for the longest time. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? So I had the table. Now, mind you, I had said, okay, so once I get this table, it'll make my mobile Reiki service that much better because people won't have to lie on their couch or on their bed. I'll just have my table and bing bang bong, boom, business is going. Well, let's again, the table was sitting in the box for weeks until last week. I was doing something on my computer and my computer kept freezing up and it was really frustrating me, like supremely frustrating me. And I was like, damn it, will this thing just stop so I can get my work done? And so at that moment, I'm like, okay, let me reboot this thing for the 100th time. And I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to let it do its thing. And, I'm just going to be cool. So I chopped to the left. And because out of my peripheral on the side, that box has been glaring at me. And like, I know you see me. I know you see me. You see me every day. I know you see me. I'm sitting right here. So this time, the box didn't say nothing. This was more of a voice, and I said it was either God or it was my father. Either way, it was either spiritual father or my natural father who is now in the spirit realm. But somebody said, girl, if you don't take that table out the box. Because, see, I had been procrastinating. And I didn't want to have to assemble it. And I was like, oh, my God. I'm so thankful to have this table. But I don't want to put this thing together. Usually I don't mind putting stuff together. But for some reason, this just seemed daunting as hell just to think about that. So I was like, okay, fine. I will go over here. And I will take this out of the box. Well, take it out the box. I opened up the carrying case that it has. Really nice case. I wish they had handles and not the strap to go over your shoulder. Handles would be better, but we won't go there. Took it out of the case. And there are handles that are actually on the table. So I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. So I undo the latch, open it up, and ta-da, it's already put together. And I'm thinking, I feel like a big idiot that this has been sitting on here over in the corner for weeks. And I could have been using this thing. I could have been using it. So after I got over feeling really stupid and kind of laughing at myself, I even posted it on my personal Facebook page about this little adventure. So I had the table, I put it up, and the only parts that I had to put on there were the armrest and the headrest. Both were super simple. They just slide right in. Boom, boom, boom. Easy peasy. So I'm like, oh, shit, this is cool. I'm like, and I start dancing and stuff and doing my little happy dance in the house. And I'm cool. I'm like, all right, here we go. Here we go. And I was so excited about that. Fast forward to today. So today, I had a session that I would be able to use my table for the very first time. Me being the girl that I am, and I know that many of you are, we are overthinkers. We overthink stuff. Raise your hand if you are an overthinker. We overanalyze, overthink. We sit and we make checklists and we think about what could go right, what could go wrong, but mainly we focus on what could go wrong. And so for me, with this daunting task of now I have the table that I said I wanted, I have it together the way I said I wanted it, and all this other stuff. And lo and behold, today is the day I finally get to use it. And it terrifies me. And it terrifies me. The reason it terrifies me is I'm like, what if I get there and I can't get it to pop up again? Because when I first took it out the box, I did have a little trouble with the legs, but that was because I was pulling in a way that I shouldn't have been pulling instead of just letting it slide and everything. Then I thought about, but what if it's not comfortable enough for my client? What if they slide off of it? What if they, I start having all these moments and I'm like, oh crap, what if they live up steps and I gotta carry this thing up steps? And I'm just going on and on and on, and I'm like, I could do all this stuff, lose the business from this person because I can't get the table together. I can't, they fall off the table, all these stupid scenarios that I had for whatever reason. I got in my car and I was like, okay, I need to just take me some breaths. I just need to breathe because I'm overwhelming myself with everything that could go wrong with this. And then as I'm taking my breath, I hear, just show up. Just show up. After all of my freaking out and thinking about what could go wrong today with this brand new table that I've never used, what all these different things that are going through my mind, and my brain is doing all kinds of shit to me right now. As I take my deep breaths, I hear, just show up. Just show up. And with that, I took an even deeper exhale. Because I knew that I was being divinely guided, that I am supported, that I am loved, that I am walking in the alignment of my divine assignment. So all I have to do is show up. How about that? Tabitha says the what ifs, yes, that keep us from moving forward. Girl, yes. And she just confirmed, yes, just show up. Just show up. So many times we get consumed with the what ifs. What could go wrong? What if I get there and they don't like me? What if, I slip and fall and, I'm not hurt, but I look real stupid and clumsy, because I'm kind of clumsy, y'all. And, all these different things. What if, I don't know, my breath doesn't smell so fresh? What if, I talk and accidentally spit on this person? What if, they look at my hair and decide they don't like me? Or any kind of scenario that anyone could ever think of that we all do all of the time. And all Spirit is asking us to do is just show up. That's it. That's all you have to do. And you say, well, okay, then what will happen? Then everything will take care of itself. Because if you are walking in your divine assignment, if you are obedient to what you have been tasked to do, if you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're not overthinking it, um, you're not talking yourself out of it, you're not doing any of those things. As long as you go forth and you do it, you just show up, and your divine help will take care of the rest. The rest was taken care of. That session that I gave today, to me, is one of the best that I've ever given. The table made such a difference. Such a difference, because I'm able to be more mobile and move and guide and do those things that if someone were laying on their bed, on the couch, or anything else, I wouldn't be able to get to them the way that I can get to you on this table. So if I'm so freaked out about the very thing that I said, okay, this will make my job easier, Lord, I need a table. Give me the means and the ability to just go ahead and invest in a table. And I got that. But I let it sit in my corner for weeks, ignoring it, even though it was right there. All I needed to do was just go forth and show up. Show up for myself. Show up as myself. And just show up. Period. That's all that's asked of you. If you just show up. How many times is it that you have been anticipating the worst of something? And yeah, it was something you dreaded. Either it made you nervous as hell, or you felt like the end result was not going to be so good, or it was just a totally unpleasant thing. And you thought of every excuse in the book not to go forth, not to do it. But you felt a nudge. And you hear, trust me. And you feel it will be okay. So I'm telling you, when you start to overthink it, when you feel like you're not going to do it right, when you think you're going to be judged, when you think all things can't come together for you, when you think that you will make a fool of yourself by just being you, here is your instruction. Just show up. Just show up. If you got to speak in front of people, just show up. The words will come. The words will come, because if you're in alignment, the words will come. You don't have to sit and be, freaking out over it. It'll come. Just show up. You got this. That's why I said this is so pertinent right now. If you show yourself unconditional love, you will show yourself unconditional love if you just show up. My body, mind, and spirit were designed to feed my dreams, but that is only true if you don't show up. If you show up when you show up, your body, mind, and spirit that were designed to feed your dreams will do just that. Everything will come together and in alignment. Now, is that to say that nothing will go wrong, that everything will be peaches and cream and, everything will be perfect? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There were some imperfections in what I did today, in the session today for the first time on that table. But you know what? The good that went right, the things that went right, outweigh the few little things that did not go right. My client enjoyed her session. She got what she needed from it, and she was happy. That's the end result. Isn't that what I want? Isn't that what I was going there for? Right? So, that is your message. That is your instructions. That is what we are tasked to do. Just show up. Period. That's it. That's it. So, that is all I have for you on this week. It's just to let you know that for all of us overthinkers, for all of us who feel like everything has to be lined up just perfectly, for all of us who won't move unless somebody like pushes you like, ugh. Your message is just show up. It's simple, but not that simple, but it is that simple. So that's all I have. I want to thank you for joining me this evening. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Share this message with others, and we are going to just show up. That is for this week. That's what I want you to do, is just show up. Put that somewhere that you can see it. Put it somewhere you can see it. Like put it on a Post-it note and put it on your bathroom mirror, or put it on your refrigerator, or when you get up tomorrow and you're about to make your coffee and you're dreading the work day, look at the little Post-it note that says just show up. Just show up. That's it. Everything else will be taken care of. As long as you do what you're supposed to do, you're fine. You will be fine. You got this. You got this. All right? So thank you again. I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about that. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.